I'm Jenny with Kids Learning for Life, and today I'm going to give you my honest review of Lightning Literature Grade 1 and even do a flip through so you can see what's inside. So I found Lightning Literature on the Rainbow Resource website, which is a great resource for anyone who is looking for homeschool supplies. The catalog is actually the main place I saw it because it checked off all the boxes for me. It was secular, it was also Charlotte Mason based, and they also said to pair it with Explode the Code, which is another curriculum that I will be posting a video about soon. So the reason I chose it was for all of those reasons, and I'm so glad I did. I highly recommend it for anyone that wants to just incorporate just different pieces of literature into your child's education really early on. A lot of times with Charlotte Mason, there are just a lot of steps to take, or it's very piecemeal, which is fine. If you have the time to do that, that's great. But I'm homeschooling multiple kids and I kind of just wanted everything all in one place. So that's why I recommend Lightning Literature for anyone that's looking for a simpler way to incorporate Charlotte Mason. The set I purchased for Lightning Literature cost roughly $100, and that is for the student workbook, the teacher's guide, and then also the accompanying text, Aesop's Fables. An important part of Lightning Literature is the fact that a different text is used for every week of lessons. So what I've been doing is using the library. So I look ahead a few weeks and make requests, or even just go to the library myself and just pick them off the shelves if I have time. And I also happen to have some of the books already, so that makes it easier. But if you're one of these people who doesn't have easy access to a library, or you don't have a lot of these books on your own, then I would suggest buying the full package that comes with each piece of fiction that the book references. So now I'm going to do the flip through and kind of show you an example of what a week looks like in Lightning Literature. So here we're looking at Lightning Literature. This is the student workbook. It also comes with a teacher's guide, but I'll show you that next. So just to kind of give you a peek inside here, this is a really thick book, and it's nice because it has hole punches and the pages are perforated, so you can tear out pages as you go because it's really hard for the kids to work out of such a thick book sometimes. So just wanted to kind of show you inside just a few pages here. So here's the table of contents that shows all the books that it covers. And I'm just going to flip through to a future chapter just because my daughter has ripped out pages in previous ones, but this is the one we're on now. So we are reading the nonfiction book Chickens Aren't the Only Ones by Ruth Heller. And so here are just a few examples of the activities that you would be doing every week in this curriculum. And they do vary from week to week, but typically the structure is about the same. You'll see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, because it's kind of based on weekly lessons. And so they do vary a bit, but not much. So day 1 is some sort of idea, some sort of activity about the main punctuation or grammar idea that they're trying to convey. So we learned main idea in this. Here's just another writing activity. It's also kind of, I guess, enforcing reading comprehension. Every week there's a what is this book about, what I think of this book, what I think of this book, and my favorite sentence. So here my daughter is still pretty young and she's not comfortable writing quite on her own yet. So I have written it out for her here. We decided on her answer already, and she'll be tracing it, writing along with it later on today. And then here's an alphabet page of birds where you're supposed to fill in a bird for each letter of the alphabet. So this is just an example of what each chapter in here looks like. It shows the next chapter as well. So we really enjoy this curriculum. My daughter finds these activities very fun. Also, I want to show you the teacher's guide. So this book is just as thick, but it's also pretty helpful. I'll be completely honest, I don't always go off of what the teacher's guide says because it actually, for each chapter, has a lot more than just what we do. And I think it's kind of just based on your child's abilities. So here it breaks down week 5. So this is the week we're on. So it says book for the week, Chickens Aren't the Only Ones. And then it shows the accompanying fable from Aesop's Fables. And it shows some more optional materials. Just down here it talks about the grammar and mechanics that is taught in this week. and then composition, a research paper. So that's an added project if your child feels comfortable, they can do that. There are also modifications that they list in here. So here it has narration questions, so just to help the child kind of remember what they were reading about when we read the book together. This just goes way in depth about each lesson you're going to be teaching. This also is kind of repetitive from week to week, just depending on what it is teaching, but I find it helpful if I'm just totally at a loss, or if here it has like answers to that alphabet page of birds. So this book is very helpful. I highly recommend buying both together because they really do come together as a set. So my one daughter that's old enough to use Lightning Literature just loves it. I love it too. It's fun. I love that it incorporates different books every week because it kind of forces us to read things that we might not necessarily read. For example, the example I gave you is Chickens Aren't the Only Ones. It's a nonfiction book, but it was really it was fun and whimsical for a nonfiction book. So it makes me want to check out more books by that same author, Ruth Heller. We don't use Lightning Literature necessarily every day or exactly how they kind of lay it out in the teacher's guide, but we do it at least 3 times a week, and that usually gets us through all of those lessons. And like I said, I don't follow the teacher's guide directions exactly to a T. I don't read the book on the certain days of the week that it tells me to. I don't always do the narration questions. I don't always do all of the projects that it gives, but it's all there in case you want to do that. If your child is advanced, then those are things that might challenge them a little more. It's really easy to tailor it to exactly what you want. I love that the pages are hole punched and perforated so that they're easy to take out, and it's just so easy to use. I can't say enough good things about this curriculum. I just want to scream from the rooftops that I love it. Not every review I ever do is going to be like this, but this one definitely is like 5 out of 5 stars for me. Do you have experience with Lightning Literature of any of the grades? I'm curious because I want to know what your experience was. Let us know in the comments below. And please like and subscribe to see more videos just like this. See you next time.